What's shaking?
Need to make contact with the Voodoo Boys chief if you can swing it.
All right. Straight to heavy business. Now, that'd be Maman Brigitte. Be tough getting a word into her.
I was led to believe you could arrange anything.
Ah! Now that sounded like my third wife every time she wanted a new purse.
Maman Brigitte? That sounds like a spooky cult alias.
Have not had the pleasure of asking her personally, but it is what everybody calls her. Doubt the title has any real religious weight, though. Voodoo Boys play pretty fast and loose with their Haitian heritage.
Really don't do any biz with them?
Not with the chefs, chefins, priests, and whatnot. All got dirigible-sized egos, won't talk to lowly me. But if you insist, I can ask around, try to set something up. I'll just need some details first.
Got something they want.
Truly? Want to sell something to the VDBs? Trust me, they don't want it, they don't need it. They're isolated, insulated, they got their own contracts, tech, networks. But, have it your way. Okay, I'll see what I can do and get back to you.
Alright, so that quest line is on stall for a bit, but another quest line will be introduced to us and we will pick that one up.
The information from Okada-san, very valuable. I also learned something through my own efforts.
Hey, friend.
We must
You good?
meet.
Where'll it be this time? Trash processing plant? Deserted in-cart station?
In the south of Japantown, there is a street market. It is on the footbridge above the main street. Use the elevators.
Important.
It is easy to get lost. I am on my way there. Do not make me wait.
Bazaar, Kanzaki Street, Japantown. You cannot miss it. Bazaar is on the upper level, quite high, so it is worth using the public elevator. I think there are two. The fox sneaks into the chicken coop with its own tail between its teeth. More code. V, do not be a fool. This is a serious matter. Will you come? Come on! I see parables are beyond some people's intellectual capacities. Let us drop the subject.
I do not understand. Does Arasaka not have enough of its own people?
Look around, sir. Things are heating up in the city. Zoots know one spark's all it takes for Japantown to go up in flames.
Riots are always best put down by folks not sporting your brand name.
Ah, you are here.
Goro, good to see you.
As it is to see you, V. I acquired some information of my own. Do you know who most wished to honor Arasaka-sama with the parade? His murderer. The irony makes me sick.
Yorinobu's a smart little muffin. Putting on the parade to show off his attachment to Arasaka, its values. And to solidify his legitimacy.
He is shrewd. I will not deny that. Japanese heritage is one element. Yorinobu will also put on a display of power. The floats are sure to be beautiful, but the wizened eye will see in them a hidden message to his foes.
What message that be?
I am here, Gumin-domo. Watch your backs.
Not one for subtlety, is he? Still don't see how this gets us anywhere.
I have had an idea. Look to the sky. The dash floats will pass precisely this way. If I could just get onto Hanako-sama's float, I could speak with her in private.
Get there how?
Why jump? Of course.
And how you aim to manage that?
While you are occupied with your shady dealings, I learned more about the floats. They are all kept in one place, Arasaka Industrial Park. It is there that they prepare them. We need only to break into the compound, find the right float and inject a virus into its system. You will then be able to disable any security before I sneak inside.
Right? Then what?
I have an infected shard. It was not cheap, but the man who sold it to me guaranteed it will work.
Where'd you get this shard?
Across the canal.
Kabuki. Might actually be half decent soft then. And if it isn't, got a few tricks up my sleeve too.
This is good to know. Let us move on.
Why do you slot everything you find into the back of your head? This seems dangerous.
To take control of the float is one thing, but not all. The security concerns me, the snipers especially. I will be an easy target. But I may have an answer. Okada-san mentioned the city cameras. If we gain access to them, we will see exactly where the snipers are. You can deal with them as I advance.
Sounds like a plan.
You agree just like that? The risks are considerable.
Yeah, well, getting more and more used to that.
And now, what would you say to a small test? We must try the shard. The camera control room is in front of us. You must get inside and infect the network. That is all.
Uh-huh. And in the meantime, you'll do what? Crack open a can of suds?
I will not touch alcohol. At work, I will watch your back. Now, get to it.
Now, if you don't have the force necessary to open this, you can just hop on this. You don't even need power legs to do it. There's a data pad over there.
Fucking worked.
V, consider this your lucky day. You hear Pacifica call and you make sweet love to it, that is.
Got something for me?
Well, it's like I said. Whatever you're peddling, the VDBS are just not in the market. But they have another task that needs doing, so I volunteered you. Do it well, and you'll get your audience with Brigitte.
What's this task needs doing?
Why? You're gonna go picky on me now? The contact will fill you in on the deets. I got zero from him. Actually, got the impression I'd have to pay for every word out of his mouth.
Okay, so who do I talk to and how?
Hit the chapel on Sloan. Look for the altar inside. Someone will touch you, nod to you. Something spooky.
Got it, thanks.
And
Done. System's ours.
the shard works. Good. The easy work we have done. To break into Arasaka Industrial Park will not be such a bed of roses. But before we discuss that, Sid, I have not eaten since yesterday. Give me the best on the menu.
I highly recommend the yakitori today.
Anything that isn't local, please.
See you tomorrow.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but this Sokka scum might actually prove useful. He's a well-trained dog, needs orders, that's all. And when he outlives his purpose, we'll flatline him.
Chill, Johnny. He's Sokka scum to you. I know that, but Goro's not a bad guy.
Not a bad guy. He was Saburo fucking Arasaka's bodyguard. Think his pretty eyes landed him that gig?
What is this?
Hey, yakitori.
Okay, I have laid the plan. 1. We break into Arasaka Industrial Park. 1.5. we hack Hanako-sama's float. 2. During the parade, with my help, you eliminate any snipers. 3. I get onto the float. 4. I convince Hanako-sama of the truth.
Forgot 5. Oda zeroes us and pisses on our corpses. He won't ever be less than a foot away from Hanako.
Oda would not dare raise his hand against me.
What about me?
That is a different matter. I would advise you to watch your distance.
Well, sounds like a suicide run, but done dumber shit than this, so...
Things even more stupid than stealing from Arasaka.
None dumber yet, no. Set the bar pretty high with that one.
Now, we part. Reconnaissance is required.
What are you doing? Don't let him off his leash. Let him stray even a couple of feet, and you can say goodbye to his fucking honor. Go with him, V.
You're a stranger in a strange land. Going with you.
True. And you with your hands, skills, mind of a thief. Agreed. This we will do together. Cook! Louder! Louder!
Decided to double the amount
Yorinobu.
of our active
In the
Night City
flesh.
security forces. President Myers has called this
He
a breach
eliminated the
in the
last
Army
obstacle
Accord.
between himself
Provocation
and
targeted
complete
at the
power.
NUSA
And
and
they-
military.
Surrendered it to him.
Tell me then, what do we call the murder of my father? Was that not a provocation? Was that not a...
Arasaka, an empire built to last. Before Yorinobu set fire to it from the inside, all of this began with him. The factions, power struggles, all of this. Ksa!
Old man's death must have really fed the flames between the different factions.
That is exactly what happened.
What's the balance of power look like now?
Kiji longs for stability. The old order. They are united behind Hanako-sama. The liberal wing, Hato, support Michiko-sama, Saburo's granddaughter. I know little about her. And then there is Taka, treacherous thugs who support Yorinobu. Not to mention even smaller factions.
Tell me about him some other time. Where's Yorinobu's rebellious streak come from?
No one knows this. Perhaps soon I shall ask him in person.
Why'd Saburo tolerate it all? Can't get my head around it. Could have kept his son on a short leash.
Arasaka-sama was a strong and disciplined man. The strongest man I have ever known. And yet, at a critical moment, he showed a weakness
For Yorinobu.
for his daughter. When Yorinobu formed his band of hounds, declared war on his own family, Arasaka-sama could have crushed him with one word. Yet he did not, for he did not wish his daughter to suffer. When Yorinobu returned, his tail between his legs, she persuaded her father to give him a second chance. Do you understand? Hanako-sama saved Yorinobu from the consequences of his deeds.
Wait. Think she's complicit in Saburo's murder?
I think we are all to blame. We allowed ourselves to be tricked. But we will correct this soon. Will you join me?
Sure, why not?
Let us go from here.
I hope you enjoyed it. Please come again.
Sawdust and plastic. Come. I have found a good place to observe. We must just climb up here. Now, this way. Fortune smiles to us. It seems no one is here today. I would call this a beautiful view of the city, if there was anything to admire.
Hate Night City that much?
Perhaps I am simply homesick, as you say. Now, you must look for vulnerabilities, weaknesses, while I try to think of a diversion. Arasaka cannot discover our intentions. A bit of sabotage is just what we need to divert their attentions. You will have the best view on the left. I will try here. This old scope should be good for something. Shall we begin?
Oh, can you run and grab us a pizza?
Take out the food? No, just no. If I had time and ingredients, I would prepare some onigiri with cod, or with grilled salmon. No, even better, with umeboshi clams. Arasaka-sama's favorite appetizer. Simple, tasty, and filling. I found him chewing once, pride on his face. It was a protein bar.
Saburo Arasaka with a protein bar. Get out of here.
Like a true soldier. Okay, enough. Or we'll both grow hungry.
Let's do this. Armored door. Sealed tight.
Why the fuck do you think I'm calling from the burner? Your Comcast runner was supposed to fry the gear and wipe our tracks. Except he only fucking wiped his own. Anyone goes through the system logs, counter intel will fucking disavow me. Hear me? I'm fucking dead.
That's probably the most important information there.
Overheard one of the guards. Stepped in some shit. He's worried about disciplinary action.
And this helps us how?
Know of a woman. Abernathy. Head of counter intel in Night City. Could say I'm acting on her behalf. Squeeze him. Still know my way around corporal procedures.
An interesting proposal.
It's actually hard to get his dialogue to run properly.
Camouflage turrets by the gate.
A last resort. I do not wish to die there.
Trucks drive up regularly.
Are we to hijack one?
Antenna. Security hub's liable to be in that building.
Perfect for sabotage. This is not bad.
Transformer by the wall. See it?
We should use it to step up.
Pipes. See 'em?
We could use them to get inside.
Got eyes on the comm system. Lot of guards.
I could use comms for a diversion.
His diversion makes things worse.
Looks like a service tunnel by the road there.
It could lead to the warehouses.
Footbridge, but it's guarded.
We will use it to enter if there's no other way. Well, I believe we have all we need. Let us analyze what we know already. So, we must be aware of the mech.
Think I've seen everything.
We have what we came for.
So, we going in?
Is this what you said before entering Konpeki Plaza? I wish to be certain we have not overlooked anything. We should wait and observe. If nothing out of the ordinary happens, then yes, we going in.
Sounds sensible. Better get comfy. Oh shit, not good.
V,
What?
no sudden movements. Do you see it? That cat?
Fine looking feline. Thought they'd all disappeared from the city.
It is the first animal I see in Night City, except cockroaches, of course.
First it was birds, then dogs. Cats actually put up a fight longest.
Perhaps it is a bakeneko.
A Bakaneko? What's that?
It is a cat spirit. It brings misfortune, can restore the dead back to life.
Believe in ghosts?
The relic lets you talk to the dead, does it not? I believe we are past belief. My grandmother knew many stories about kitsune, kappa, bakeneko too.
Where'd you grow up, anyway?
I am from the slums of Chiba 11. Once when I was desperate to live there, bad memories washed away by time. I long only for the simple days of childhood.
My childhood? Let's see. Nights spent looking for a star. Any star. All dimmed by city lights. Silent lullabies sung by the flickering neon signs of Charter Hill.
I remember the chemical stench of the canal, where we boys washed our shirts. Corporate transporters sometimes passed through our slum, Arasaka selecting children, but only the clean ones.
Transporters, you say?
Armored and armed, Chiba 11 had the most murders in all Japan. It probably still has.
Let me guess. So they could turn him into corpo soldiers?
Exactly. When they chose me, I felt I had won the lottery. In the army, I was given everything I lacked before: discipline, regular meals, and when I proved I was gifted, an education.
So how's a corpo rookie go from cleaning latrines to being Saburo Arasaka's bodyguard?
The highest grades at the academy, serves in the special forces, and Arasaka-sama's unmatched eye for talent.
You're not saying Saburo fell for you at first sight.
To make the right decisions with imperfect knowledge, that is how you become the world's most powerful man. 100 candidates standing at attention, and Arasaka-sama looked into each of our souls and chose the one who would serve him best.
And all you had to do in return was kill Saburo's enemies.
I sense that you judge me, and yet you have no right to. Unlike you and your friend Mr. Wells, I was not arrogant. I did not take the easy path.
Saying you got no dirt on your hands?
There are no clean hands, but it is important how they become dirty.
So spill. How'd you sully yours?
Arasaka gave me what no one else could. Values I could honor, live for. This was most important. You dirty your hands for money. I, in the name of principles.
Wasn't judging you.
Untrue, you oppose the corporations, their order, their word, in a mindless way. yet you offer no worthy alternative.
Take a look around. It's here. Your corporate world in its glorious splendor.
You show me filthy streets as if no other world exists, as if nothing else is possible. What of the millions who work for Arasaka and receive stability, safety?
And Chiba 11 slum rats? They're there. Scraping scraps out of scop tins. Corpse decided that too.
We cannot fix everything at once.
Forgetting I was at Arasaka. Saw how corpse operate. Wasn't roses and rainbows. You know what? Nobody owns me. I'm free. You should try it.
Sometimes I wish to become a nomad, to leave this world, forget everything.
Never too late to change.
What is your expression? One cannot teach an old dog new tricks. Do you know what I think?
What's that?
That day in Konpeki, we both have lost someone important. And we are not at peace with this. So we seek conflict, argue eagerly.
Finally starting to make some sense.
It is the duty of the living to atone for the dead. Hanako-sama shall aid us in our mission.
Or she'll make sure we die for good.
Bakaneko got sick of us, looks like.
It will find its own way. As will we. I think it is time to do something.
Oh, fuck. Getting worse.
You do not look so bad.
You can race Takemura up to the roof by taking these stairs, but there's no prize, there's not even an extra line of dialogue other than him saying you like to make things complicated. So Takemura's diversion makes things worse because anybody around you immediately becomes hostile, even if you snuck in, so we'll show that off before I escape without anybody noticing. Also, I'll show where he drives to.
I'll be in touch. The diversionary reaction, that is mine to do.
I'm in.
Good. Now try to enter the warehouse. I will draw their attention away.
It won't let me talk to him because I did enter the building, so I'll just load and run back to him.
Hey, shouldn't be here. These are corporate premises.
Actually, I should. Weber, IOC.
You, IOC. Right. Best turn around 3 times and disappear.
Name.
Huh?
Need your name, Sentry.
How about we start with yours? See, nobody told me about no...
Unscheduled inspection regarding sensitive data leaks? How about I raise the op exec on comms? You really want to tell Abernathy how she's supposed to proceed with this inspection?
I didn't mean to...
Then step aside and man your station.
Of course, yeah. Apologies, really.
I'm in.
Good. Now try to enter the warehouse. I will draw their attention away. Well. Your tricks can be useful. Bravo.
That's how we dupe them and counter intel.
Very well. I have reached the roof. I'll be in their communication system soon.
You have to hack this. If you do it manually, they will attack you, so we're just going to go ahead and disarm it by remote deactivation. But you can get an iconic gun in here. That's container 607. There's other containers 607s. There's 2 other pieces of loot that are valuable here. Perk shard.
Arasaka counter intel. We done here?
Those tunnels lead to this building here.
Got an access point to the security systems.
Excellent. I am also making progress.
A perk shard.
An officer who works the 3rd guard shift at a warehouse outside town. You'll have to make do, and the children will have to make do with the school we can afford.
Okay, I'm in.
Find the largest float. They are controlled from inside. The tech. It could be an ordinary terminal.
Gotcha. How's things at your end?
Good. I will reach the control room and make a terrible mess. Very well. I am ready. When you finish, I'll make the system sick.
So we're gonna do this normally, where I just sort of stand here and watch what happens, then I get caught.
Okay. Float's ours to do with as we please. You can fly it to Tokyo if you want.
Haha, I just may do that. Good work. Now it is my turn. Can you see? Terrible chaos. Even the roof is slowly.
Something.
B, the roof. That is your will. There are buildings around. Smaller ones. Use them to come down. B, you must hurry. I'm out of the approaches.
Okay. Float's ours to do with as we please. You can fly it to Tokyo if you want.
Haha, I just may do that. Good work. Now it is my turn. Can you see? Terrible chaos. Even the roof is slowly. B, the roof. That is your will. There are buildings around. Smaller ones. Use them to come down.
fucking worked.
Excellent work, V.
Okay, what now?
Now we retreat into the shadows and arm ourselves with patience. I will contact you before the parade. Until then, try not to get into any more trouble.
As if I wasn't in enough already.
Alright, we're going to do shoot to thrill side job. We're going to use the Dying Night gun rather than my revolver because more shots is better in this case. There's no damage value, it's just as many times as you can hit a target.
Hey V, about to start. You gotta take a piss or something? Now's the time.
Thanks for your concern. Let's start this rodeo.
Can't just yet, not till you get in the range. Go on, set up, chop chop.
The Dying Knight is an upgraded Lexington, which the Lexington is also the first place prize. You don't need to get 100 points to get the first place prize, but I think you need maybe 80.
Alrighty, how many we got? Just 6? God damn. Well, no point crying about it. Rules are simple, right? There's the target, shoot it. Don't matter which one, go on and shoot your neighbors. Most hits wins. Meaning hits on the target, not your neighbor. Oh, right. Small caliber iron only. Don't go showing off with your fucking assault bangers or no rocket pukers, got me? First prize is a pistol. But, a real nice one. It's fucking nice, I'm telling you. Anyway, enough words. Get worked up. Ready? Three, two, hey, the hell's that? The hell you doing with that double barrel? It says small caliber only.
Forgot my iron. Must be in my other jacket.
And that's where you keep your gun in a holster. A holster! Get the fuck out of my sight, now!
Fuck, June. Chill. I'm going.
Pearls before swine, for fuck's sake. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Now, Plan B is another good gun for this because it just uses eddies to fire. But I don't have that gun. I know where to get it. I wanted to leave it alone until I get a quest that goes in that area.
Nice, Steve. Real nice. Looking good, Rudy. Go, go, go. Halfway there, B. Doing good. The hell was that, Lisa? Get your glasses? Looking good, V. Don't fuck it up. Nothing like the smell of powder and hot lead. Stop.
97.
Everyone
Close.
Stop.
All right.
First place, V. Second, Rudy. Rest of you Bush League punks, learn to shoot. Out of my sight, now!
Thanks, Wilson. Sure is pretty.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Hey, you okay? Something wrong?
Ain't a damn thing that's right. Contest didn't do shit. Didn't sell a goddamn thing. Nothing.
Should try not calling potential buyers Bush League.
Yeah, maybe, but... Fuck! Gun's something you gotta respect. You don't know how to shoot, don't do it! Take care, V. See you around.
let's take a look at the Lexington. Alright, so this is randomly generated, because I've done this a couple times. I like having electrical on my weapons because it sounds the most non-lethal out of poison and setting people on fire. I haven't done this mission yet, but it's because I was waiting to do side jobs till later. But this is my chance to record, and I realized that the Mr. Hands mission is not suitable for this recording because it's so long it needs to be its own episode.
Wait, where's Brendan?
They just came and took him just like that. They said they had to reevaluate part of his code. I tried stopping them, told him he was my best friend. They looked at me like I was crazy.
If they just talked to him, they would have realized Brendan isn't your typical schism.
I knew it couldn't have just been me. He's like a real person. They took him to a maintenance point. One of them must have felt sorry for me or something. He gave me his card. Bring him back, please. I can't do this without him.
A customer! Somebody pinch me. How can I help ya?
Your place. What is it exactly?
Welcome to your local soft sys service point. Give new life to old tech.
You fix equipment? Seriously? People actually do that instead of buying new?
With the amount of customers we get, find myself asking the same question day after day.
Here to see Brendan. Guess somebody brought him here.
What Brendan's that again?
Seriously? When your energy is low, grab a drink to go, go, go! Or however it is.
Ah, that schism they brought in. He really does have some of the catchiest slogans, don't he? But hey, look, I can't let you back there. Can't afford to have to break something even worse.
Alright, so if you threaten him, he will unleash his turret on you. You can also bribe or mechanic talk your way through, and you can also just use this door, which has a technical ability of 4 or body of 4 to get through.
Maybe a few eddies will loosen the lock on that door?
Well, I'm always happy to have paying customers. All right, head on back. Update's nearly done.
He's getting updated?
Well, I'll be darned. What a pleasant surprise! You came to say your final goodbyes?
Technical notes on Experimental Spontaneous Satisfaction Craving Machine Series Brendan. The latest routine checkup of the schism confirms our suspicions. The self-learning algorithm exceeded our projections in terms of conversational capability within a very short time span. Brendan exploits his programming for two main purposes: creating humorous models, as we predicted, forming relationships with customers, not as we predicted. Brendan's conversations with customers are interpreted by the latter as efforts to obtain their data, or as an example of AGI level of artificial intelligence. Despite customers' initial interests, I believe in the long run the schism model will result in fewer sales, especially since an error in Brendan's code allows him to occasionally offer a product to the customer free of charge. I recommend uninstalling the experimental software and replacing it with the standard OS. Jerry Miller, Senior Engineer. P.S. This abomination knew about the last argument I had with my wife. If I were you, I'd consider selling it off as a spying device to some corp. Who knows, there could be eddies in it. I brought a truck, but it's not like you can wheel Brendan out of here.
What do you mean? You're not getting scrapped, are you? You were making bank.
Thanks for the compliment, but I guess that's the problem. Seems like I was unfair competition in the SCSM market. They're updating my system as we speak to make me sound less like a real person. My boss really didn't like that. I reportedly creeped customers out. stupid, Brendan. Why did I say stuff they didn't want to hear about themselves? If somebody wants a therapy session, they go to a psych doc. Not a soda machine.
I suspected as much. You're not actually an AI, are you? At least not anywhere close to an AGI. The processing power required to handle an AI with the capacity for free will? Your processor just isn't big enough.
And you'd be correct. Say, you must be a pretty good techie.
Your code monkey deserves a prize. Best convo emulating algorithm I've ever interacted with. Almost had me fooled.
You seem slightly disillusioned.
Well, who else could say their friend was a schism? It was almost crazy enough to be beautiful.
Looks like the update'll soon be complete. Tell Theo that I'll miss her. You thought I'd be sad, didn't you? As if I really was a sentient being. A real person? I'll tell you my last joke in the voice of a dying hero. What else can you do but laugh in the face of death? Ha! So, how about it?
V? You won't say anything? It'd be nice to hear your voice one...
Update successfully installed.
Bye, Brendan.
Whoa.
I suspected as much.
That was one way to diverge in the questline. That doesn't change much of anything, but I did want to still show that.
You know what? Go for it. I could learn to laugh like that too.
Don't get all mushy on me now, V. You have to keep living. Tell Theo that she's stronger than she thinks.
Don't worry, Brendan. I'll tell her.
Hey, V, where was Johnny Silverhand when the bomb at Arasaka Tower went off?
Don't know. Where?
All over the place. Literally. Software update installed successfully.
Goodbye, Brendan. I'll miss you.
Left my car in the other direction, I guess. It probably would have been slower trying to drive out of there with all the foot traffic anyways.
So, did you find him? Where is he? Is he coming back?
I found him. Told me to tell you that you're strong inside. Always were.
Well, that doesn't sound so bad, right? I'm just worrying for nothing, aren't I? Just blowing things out of proportion, assuming the worst. Typical.
I got there too late. They updated a system.
Is that bad news?
The Brendan you knew is gone. They replaced him with some generic AI that's gonna be in every schism. He told me to tell you that he'll miss you.
Fuck! Oh. I mean, thanks. Damn it. That stupid robot was the best thing to happen to me in months. You know, Brendan got me out of a really dark place. Doesn't matter who or what he really was.
I'm gonna miss him too.
New contact added, Sandra Dorset. Hey, it's Sandra Dorset, the one you saved from the scavengers. After what happened, I get the feeling I can trust you. Would you be up for retrieving a little something for me? I'll pay, of course, but it's kind of a sensitive matter, so I'd rather not get a fixer involved. It's my databank. The scavengers must have taken it while they were keeping me there. It was still connected to the net, so I traced it before they caught on and switched it off. I'm sending you the coordinates. Call me if you find it. I'd be super grateful. P.S. Data's confidential. I trust you won't access it. Alright, so I actually have this data shard already. It is, and I actually have not accessed it, but you don't really get much of a prize for being honest. I mean, it is a small amount of credits, but it's nothing major. The reason why I haven't done it yet is because it was something that I was hoping that I would be able to hack successfully once I get high enough levels in Breach Protocol. But it doesn't seem like I can, or at least not very easily. Here, I'll show you. So this has 4 sequences, and that's actually pretty tough for me. I mean, I don't know if that's how doable this is. It's not. I don't think it's always doable. I don't think there's always a solution to get all 4. I will at least try to get the data mine copy malware, but other than that, I don't think it matters too much. 55 1C FF 55. Okay. Then we can just do any of the others like BD E9 55s. For Night Court internal use only. The tests have come back successful. The artificial intelligence CN07 has proven itself capable of bypassing commercial, device-specific, and macro security systems accessible to Night Court employees of the lowest ranks. None of the test subjects were aware that this experiment was being conducted on them. In compliance with the orders it was given, CN07 focused mostly on subject HK13, which at the time of the experiment's commencement was classified as calm and empathetic. After a period of subliminal conditioning, as we predicted, HK13 began to display acute psychopathic behavior. The highlight was a dispute over coffee, during which HK13 strangled one of their colleagues, then jumped out of the 16th floor window of the research facility. We will soon commence the next phase of the procedure and install CN07 onto the devices of our actual target. Alright, so let's go and call Sandra Dorset and let her know we've got her data shard.
V. You're V, right? You find the data bank?
Someone's back in tip-top shape. Trauma must have put you back together in no time.
Yep. Good as new. Still, if not for you, wouldn't have been anything left to put back together. Never got the chance to thank you properly. Wasn't there someone else with you? Big guy? Whenever you get a chance, tell him I said thanks.
Yeah, about that. Jackie's dead.
No. My condolences. It wasn't because of me, was it?
No. He was killed by Arasaka. Wasn't too long after we found you. Jackie always had too much cool to let anyone know he gave a shit, but after everything you went through, he'd be happy you remembered him. Anyway, what matters is that we're still alive. Now, about that,
The data bank, do you have it?
Right to the chase, huh? Well, you'll never guess where I found it. A scav hunt. Sandra, you there?
Yeah. It's just that, well, ever since they told me what happened, I just can't stop seeing them. I figured they must have had it. But, you know, it's not like I was gonna go looking for it myself after. I keep telling myself it's over. The ones who took me are gone.
Listen, you've got Trauma Team Platinum. You couldn't be in better hands. I'm sure they already fixed the Sig Jammer exploit.
True. But who knows what the scavs will cook up next time? Anyway, that's all in the past now. Got bigger fish to fry.
You want to talk about it?
It's nothing. Just bring the data bank to my apartment. Sending you the address now.
Thanks.
Let's meet with Sandra.
Sandra! It's me, V! Got your databank. Sandra! You in there?
Are you alone? Did anyone follow you?
What does it look like?
Come on. Don't like leaving the door open.
Still worried about the scavs? My, friend told me your memory'd be scraped clean.
The scavengers? No, I'm worried about... no, it doesn't matter. You bring the data bank?
Let's take a look at those shards we just picked up. Okay, we've got entry 36. Weird. It looks like the non-42 was right after all. I recently found a previously uncharted section of net out in the boonies, even though I'd already been there maybe 20-odd times. I guess you can only access it with the right parameters. It only cost me a week of sleepless nights, but I finally finished that Leviathan and then punched through the section undetected. At least I think. Good thing too, because it turns out a non-42 sick Night Court servers against me. I really should just take a break, quit the net for a few months, but those files did look really suspicious. Jesus, those files. Maybe I should have just left them alone. Each of them could be a puppet without even realizing it. And those flights to the moon? What are they cooking up there? Was it human DNA or... I couldn't run a thorough scan. I only had time to break through one folder's ice. Either way, I'm pretty sure they flagged me. Can't tell if it was an unmasking demon or their dweller. They're watching me, and not just on the net. Some shady-looking types followed me all the way to work today. When I finally worked with the nerve to turn around and face them, they vanished. Maybe I'm just paranoid, but I think they were speaking Russian. I'm starting to get a little freaked out.
Here. Don't worry, it's completely intact.
When someone tells me not to worry, it usually means they're hiding something. You wouldn't happen to have seen what's inside, would you?
Alright, you got me. I looked inside. I know everything.
That's what I thought. So what's your next move?
To congratulate you, of course. Anyone who hacks Night Corps earned my respect.
Oh. Well, thank you. You know, if they end up going through with it, then...
The net will become even more dangerous. You were worried they'd find out about you.
Exactly.
Night Corps secured up the ass. Can't just upload the usual blackout and fire shaft. You must have whipped up some angry demons. You zip them up in an imp?
Yeah. Leviathan. Even Cerberus isn't enough if you want to punch through that kind of corpo ice.
Use an AGI to condition workers' minds. That's some supervillain shit right there.
Not just workers. Anyone. That's the scariest part. You've been a big help. Here, I threw in a little extra for a fellow runner. It's good to be reminded I'm not in this fight alone.
Thanks. Be seeing you.